Hey everyone, Kevin Gesme here with another Landmark Film Review! I just got back from the Times Cinema where I saw The Post. The Post is the star-studded and star-directed film about the publishing of the Pentagon Papers, classified documents regarding the Vietnam War. Steven Spielberg has always had a way of making mundane or non-interesting things seem extraordinary and important. I had kind of a similar experience with War Horse a few years ago, where I genuinely enjoyed watching the film, but after a week or two I fell out of love with the film, and that kind of happened again here with The Post. The plot of the film effectively revolves around the moral and financial question posed to Meryl Streep's Katharine Graham by Tom Hanks' Ben Bradlee of whether do they publish the information that could shut down the Washington Post and put them all in prison. And that's kind of my issue with the film. Bob Odenkirk plays Ben Bagadikan, the main investigative reporter on the topic for The Post, but his investigating is a rather small part of the film. He makes a phone call and shows up at a hotel room and then brings the papers back to Washington, and that's about it. Other films, notably Spotlight most recently, and All the President's Men most adjacently, make the investigating the majority of the plot of the film. This is mostly done, in my opinion, because it's oftentimes the most interesting part of researching and breaking a story. Here, that part is literally laid on the desk of the Washington Post, like it's delivered to them. I can see how the idea of the first female publisher of a major American newspaper being given the decision of risking her family's legacy and the paper is an enthralling story, but for me, I never had that tension of whether or not they were going to do the right thing. Spielberg's a great enough of a director where I feel like he could have done this with any actor or actress, and I think the film needed someone who had an already imprinted on his people who would do the right thing. It's great that Hanks and Streep get to play these super important people in our American history because they're great at their jobs. But thinking back, I just didn't think this wasn't going to happen the way that it did. And it's not because I'm familiar with the history of what had happened. I mean, overall, it's a pretty good film while you're watching it, but there are others that do the newspaper drama better. Leaving the theater, I was all hyped about going to watch All the President's Men right afterwards. And thinking back now, I don't know that I'd even put the two of them in a double feature. I think I'd probably throw in Spotlight still as my other newspaper drama. It's a great film for one viewing, but I don't know that I'd ever sit down and rewatch the film again. I'm feeling about 3 out of 5 for this. I'm Kevin Gesme, and this has been a Landmark Film Review. Hey everyone, thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below, let me know what you thought about the film. Hit that bell icon to get notifications for future videos that I post, and I'll see you in the next one.